Have you ever bought a movie ticket and just 15 minutes into the show, you already felt bored but still didn't want to leave? Because you thought, well, I already paid for the ticket, might as well stay a bit longer. As a result, instead of doing something more meaningful, you wasted another hour. Or maybe you went to a new restaurant and the food you ordered turned out to be awful. You knew you should have gone somewhere else for decent beef chow fun, but you felt it would be a waste not to finish the food. So, you forced yourself to eat it, only to end up with an upset stomach. You were already at a loss, but to avoid wasting more, you actually lost more. That's the sunk cost trap. If this sounds familiar to you, remember to like, share, or leave a comment with your own story. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss future videos on architecture. I'm Jimmy Wu from Prowork Pacific, your licensed architect. So what exactly is a sunk cost? In simple terms, it's a resource you've already spent and can't get back, like time, money, or effort. The most dangerous part is, even when you know continuing will lead nowhere, you keep going just because you're unwilling to quit and end up digging deeper. This doesn't just happen in daily life. In architecture and renovation, it's even more common. Some would say it's the most expensive lesson one can learn. In the construction world, sunk costs often lead to catastrophic mistakes. Every year, a handful of clients show up with drawings so off the mark, I honestly don't know where to begin. The drawings are full of mistakes, non-compliant, and unusable. When I ask them why they hired that person, they say, the price was cheap, a friend recommended them, they said they knew how to draw plans. Or, they did the house next door and that one got approved. But in the end, the plans get rejected, the permit never comes, 2 years pass by, and everything has to start over. I remember one case, a homeowner hired a draftsperson and the project dragged on for 2 years. The plans were slow and the permit never showed up. When the homeowner pushed for updates, the draftsperson told them, I'm sick. The doctor says I'm terminally ill. The owner felt bad and gave up following up. Even told themselves maybe he really is sick. But the truth? Let me tell you, over the past decade, I've heard this story at least 10 times. At least 2 of these drafters have died more than once. Same playbook, different victims. Another homeowner hired a draftsman to design a new home. 6 months for design, 6 months for drawings. The draftsman said, I've already submitted the permit, just wait. The owner waited for a year. Nothing happened. The draftsman stopped responding to emails or calls. Eventually, a contractor referred the owner to me. I checked the city's DPP system. The guy never submitted anything. The entire thing hadn't even started. When I told the owner, their reaction was like one of those online romance scams when police tells the victim that their girlfriend is actually a middle-aged man. That kind of heartbreak, I saw it on my client's face, complete emotional collapse. You might ask, am I already in this situation right now? Here's a quick checklist to help you evaluate. 1. The plans have been in DPP for more than 3-4 months with no response. 2. Your drafter can't tell you who's reviewing the file or who rejected it, they just say it's waiting. 3. You hear constant excuses. I'm sick. I'm busy. DPP is the problem. 4. You find yourself making excuses for them, but deep down you feel uneasy. 5. Over 8 months have passed and they've stopped responding altogether. If this sounds familiar, you probably need to prepare yourself mentally. What's the most dangerous about sunk costs is this. They don't help you recover anything, they just make you lose even more. If you stopped early, maybe you lost $1,000 to $2,000. But if you keep dragging it out, you might lose 2 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and your whole development plan. Don't wait until you hit your breaking point to realize. You should have stepped back long before. There's a saying I really like. Professional service may not be the cheapest, but unprofessional work is always the most expensive. I hope this video helped you stay sharp and avoid the sunk cost trap. If you've been through something like this, feel free to share in the comments. Like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Jimmy Woo, licensed architect at Prowork Pacific. See you in the next video.